Now that we know how to get input from the user and print output, let's move on to conditional statements, one of the most powerful tools in any programming language. What are conditionals? Conditional statements let our program make decisions. Think about real life. If it is raining, you take an umbrella. If it's sunny, you wear sunglasses. In the same way, Python can check a condition and then run a specific code depending on whether that condition is true or false. The simplest form is the if statement. For example, age equals int input enter your age. If age greater than or equals 18, print you are an adult. Here's what's happening. The program asks for your age. If the condition age greater than or equals to 18 is true, then Python runs the code inside the if block and prints you are an adult. If the condition is false, Python just skips that block. Let me run this. So if I do a number, let's say greater than 18, like 25, and I hit enter, so Python shows you are an adult. If I run this again and do another number less than 18, for example 16, so since the condition is false, Python skips this block. Notice the colon at the end of the if line and the fact that the code inside the block is indented. Indentation is very important in Python. It shows which lines belong to the if. Sometimes we want to run one block of code if the condition is true and another block if it is false. That's where else comes in. For example, let me do another code cell. Number equals int input enter a number. If number, let's say if this is divisible by 2, print the number is even. Else print the number is odd. So here the program checks if the number is divisible by 2. If it is, we say it's even. If not, the else block runs and we say it's odd. So let me run this and I do an even number like 22. If I hit enter, the number is even. If I do another number like let's say 77, so it is an odd number, and basically the program tells you that the number is odd. So what if we have more than two options? That's where elif, which stands for else if, is useful. For example, let me do another code cell and do a variable like score in input enter your exam score. So let's say that if score is greater than or equal to 90, print grade A. elif score greater than or equals to 80, print grade B. I can copy this and do other elif line, make it 70, and see another one for D 60 and D, and else print grade F. Here, Python checks the conditions one by one from top to bottom. As soon as it finds a true condition, it runs that block and then skips the rest. So let me run this. If I enter a number like 85, Python will print basically grade B. That's it. So if I do another score, like, let me run this again and let's do 53, grade is F. So some key ideas to remember. Conditions are always true or false. They evaluate to Boolean values. Use if for the first condition, elif for extra ones, and else for the fallback. Always use indentation to mark which lines belong to the block. So to wrap up, conditional statements allow your program to make choices and behave differently in different situations. If checks a condition, else gives an alternative when the condition is false. elif adds more choices in between. With these, your programs can make decisions just like we do in real life, making them much more powerful and flexible.